Hey guys, it's Jovi and welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. How are you all doing today? I hope you are all having a fantastic Wednesday. I know I am, okay? I know I am. Before we begin, please don't forget to like this video. Like it now because you already know you're going to like it late. You're going to forget to like it later. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. So please like, please subscribe. Y'all don't forget to go over to my Twitter and go and follow me. Follow me over there, as well as on my IG where I be posting my cute pics. So whatever. Don't also forget to go to my website, jovibeauty.com. That's jovibeauty.com to get you one of our cute scarves. I have one on today. Winter is coming. Get you a Jovi sweater. It's so cute. We have a lot of cute merch you can choose from. And also, do not forget, you can always donate to the channel. The information is going across the screen, okay? And don't forget that if you are part of the replay gang, hashtag replay gang and beauty gang. Oh, sorry. Hashtag replay gang and beauty gang in your comments after the live. Okay. All right. Let me drink some of this water. Child, I want to drink some of this water. Because was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday, we were speaking on Nick Cannon and Cam Newton. And then, on Clockwork, Joie Chavis, Bow Wow baby mama, future baby mama, some football player baby mama apparently now, just dropped her baby. Okay, drop like it's an album. So she just had her baby. And the comparisons are going wild. So I want to talk a little bit about it. I want to talk about is it problematic? And get into it, okay? But again, before we begin, please don't forget to like, comment, and to subscribe. And y'all know the gym opened up back this week. Y'all know the gym opened back up this week. And I let Monday and Tuesday go so everybody could rush. Okay, after this live, I'm going in, pump it up. Okay, I'm so excited. Anyway, look at my ass, all excited to go work out and sweat. I'm sweating already. Anywho, let me drop this intro so we can do what? Y'all already know. Get on with the rest of today's show. I am sweaty. Damn. Okay, guys, so we're back. So first, I'm going to read this page six article. Like I said previously, before we dropped the intro, Joie Chavis is a dancer, like a professional dancer. Because when you say dancer, you think other things. She's like a professional dancer, right? And we first got introduced to Joy when she initially had her baby with Bow Wow. Bow Wow. Yes, Bow Wow. Yes, Bow Wow. Y'all know Bow Wow and y'all know his daughter. Yes, that's the mother. And then a couple years later, Joy also then turned around and had a son with Future. Okay. And now recently she was dating a football player and she has a baby with him now as well. Okay. We've spoken about Joy previously, and I've told you my opinions just with having being okay with being a baby mama. Okay. It gives sperm donation of it all. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I want to talk about it because it gives the same sort of broken home that the futures, let's not forget the future, that the futures, the Cam Newtons that we were speaking about this week, and the Nick Cannon gives just in, I can't get two niggas pregnant. I can't be pregnant twice. at the same time. Nick Cannon had like 3 women pregnant at one time, okay? It just gives, well, let me just have a baby for everybody I'm dating, okay? We know based off of prior information. I got an article, but before we even get there, let's do this. We know based off of prior information that they both have given and shit they have just said, because again, we spoke on this topic previously, and I recall. I remember Bow Wow or Future they neither of them pay child support. Joy is one of those people that, well, I got it. I take care of my kids. The struggle baby mama who wants to be the struggle baby mama who, well, I'm not saying she's struggling. She does well because, again, she's a dancer. So she's okay, but she does not ask them for anything, right? There is no set amount of you pay for this, you pay for that. The way it gives is that Joy, I believe, her kids probably do go to private school and she pays for that herself, right? It gives Bow Wow, I don't want to say babysit because that's his daughter. And I don't like saying that, babysit, but like, they say it, so I'm gonna say it, right? They as in men. It gives him babysitting his daughter is his contribution to her upbringing. He does not financially provide for the daughter to the extent of as Joy does. He might buy her a little thing or take her here every once in a while or whatever, but it gives that Joy is the primary parent, as well as Future. We know Future, we've lost track of how many kids Future has at this point. He's the original 85 baby daddy. He's the original one. When we, used to talk about Mr. 85 baby daddy, it's Future. Okay, we've lost track. The last thing I heard, I think it was like 12, but Future ain't popping no more. Well, he ain't popping like that no more. So people aren't watching how many babies he putting into this damn world. But we also know that Future does not really provide for any of his children. Okay, we know that the first child that was, I think that was like baby number 8 or 9, that put him on child support was what was her name? I forgot her name right now, but she was the black girl. I think she was on Love and Hip Hop Miami recently. She was like the full black one. All of them a little mixed or light. She was like the dark skinned one. Eliza, something like that was her name, if I remember correctly. Eliza Rain, something like that. She was the first person, her and the baby that was born like 3 months, in like a 3-month span as hers. She's convinced that girl to put him on child support. Okay. So we have an array of men who are just spewing their baby juice and at anyone who is silly enough to take it. No accountability, no responsibility. We spoke on this 2 days ago when we were speaking about Cam and Nick Cannon. We were speaking about this when we said, it's really easy for them because, again, they're not there. They pop up maybe every other week, every whenever, take the baby for the weekend. If that, more than likely dump the baby on their mamas, just like a lot of these little broke motherfuckers out here, right? We know the vibes. And it's really easy to say, oh, I got 8 kids when you don't live with 8 kids, with the 8 kids, when you aren't there to take care of them day in and day out. Okay. It's really easy to say that. It's really easy to say, remember that guy, we did a video on him. I think he had like 34 kids or some shit like that. And he was like 32 or something. It gives, again, I don't care about my offspring. I could put them anywhere because I don't have to take care of them. I don't have to do anything. And if I do, I'll send them a little check and that's it. Right. But we already know in the case of Joie Chavis, she ain't necessarily getting a check like that. Once in a blue when the Bow Wow or the Future feeling generous or she's been nice enough to them. Again, they might send some bread, but I believe from our last conversation about them that they don't take care of those babies, right? Yeah, they claim them, they show up to the baby showers and the birthday parties, but they ain't paying for the private schools. They not there on a day-to-day basis. Lil Bow Wow, like I said, he's active, active, but everything else, not so much. So she recently just had a baby again, a third baby with a third, I guess, quote unquote, celebrity man. He's a football player, and people are really questioning the broken home of it all. Like the Dr. Bryant spoke when she spoke she was speaking to Cam Newton about how all of these are broken homes that he is creating, and then he want to turn around and find a house and make a house with whatever future wife is stupid enough to get with him, right? So we're having a discussion about freely giving up our wombs to allow our children to have to deal with a bunch of broken homes. What? Hey, Yusuf just sent me a message because I posted a sandwich that I ate yesterday. Oh my gosh. I'll post it on my IG so y'all can see it. It was delicious. Okay. I hope y'all caught our episode of the Weekend Dump last night. Side note. I hope y'all caught our episode. It was really great. It was me, Yusuf, Bree, Couture and Naughty Love. And it was a great episode. So I hope y'all catch that after this live if you did not already. I see Naughty is in the chat. All right. So I guess let's get to the nitty gritty of the situation. Let's pull up page 6. And we're gonna read page 6, and then we're gonna go on Twitter because Twitter don't go fuck. Okay. So Joy Chavis welcomed third baby, her first with NFL star Trayvon Diggs. Okay. Joy Chavis' third child has arrived. The dancer gave birth to baby number 3, to her first with NFL star Trayvon Diggs. She revealed on her Instagram story on Monday. Chavez shared a video compilation of her friends and loved ones happily reacting to the newborn's arrival on FaceTime. She has yet to share details on the baby birth date or name. Okay. Okay. The choreographer, yeah, she's a dancer and a choreographer. My tongue is tied. 35 told her Instagram followers her pregnancy news in March by debuting her baby bump in a bikini. Although Chavez did not identify her partner in social media uploads, she has been dating Diggs, who is 25, since 2022. He is 25. She is 35. Okay. The comment section was filled with complimentary message for Chavez and the Dallas Cowboy player. Okay. Chavez revealed their baby to be's sex later on the same month with photos of a pink cake and a matching dress. While the little one is Diggs' first daughter, as he welcomes son Aiden and Chosen in previous relationship. Chavez became a mom in April 2021 with daughter Shy, now 13. She shared her teenager with ex Bow Wow. 7 years later, Chavez and Future welcomed son Hendrix, now 5. 13, 5, 0 days. Okay. All right. 3 different motherfuckers. She clapped back at negative comments about her third pregnancy in March, writing that she wouldn't trade lives with online trolls. She said, at least I can take care of my kids on my own. She wrote at the time. Why y'all so quick to judge how many baby mamas and baby daddies y'all baby mama and daddy got? Huh? Okay. Oh, okay. Pop it to someone else and leave me the F alone. Okay. Okay. Chavez previously defended her family in 2020 Q&A. She denied being a gold digger and having babies to secure a bag, clarifying that she has always worked since she was 15. I don't know what it's like to just not do anything, Chavez says. I think that's the biggest misconception, and it doesn't bother me at all. Okay, so that's what she said. Um I doubt that it bothers her. I don't, I don't disagree that she is not bothered by this situation to the extent that, Nick Cannon and Cam Newton are not bothered by this situation, right? We find that a lot of these girls who do silly shit like this by just having babies and, cuz I don't know, I want a baby. With damn near what feels like everybody which feels like they have babies with some of the worst candidates ever. Okay. And the mentality behind it is quite interesting in my opinion. Bow Wow. I maybe could get past Bow Wow because they were both young. And whatever. But like the Futures of the world, Joy is like Future's sixth or seventh baby mama, right? We did know that they were dating, but at the end of the day, like, how do you literally choose to go ahead and say, "Oh, I want a baby. Let me go ahead and choose a dude that has a million baby mamas." Yeah, we cool or whatever, but again, he has a million baby mamas. It's like when Dr. Bryant says the low functioning and Nick Cannon was like, yeah, but they cool with it. It's the low functioning mentality of it all. It's the low functioning, low value mentality of it all. It's the 25-year-old. It's the picking of Bow Wow Doofy, but okay, fine. And then going to Future, and then going with a football player who's 10 years younger than you. It's like literally I do not agree. Just like I do not agree that these men should be out here spreading it far and wide to any womb that will allow them to shoot in it. That's kind of what was happening, right? For a potential dollar, a buck, or a dream. I don't know what it is, right? But I also do not agree with women just having babies for men who are by all extent of by all should not fucking extent by all examples of who they are, right? Having just random babies. You can do what you want. But the whole I could do it all by my damn self, that's cute or whatever, until you actually have to do it all by your damn self. That's cute or whatever until your kid wants to know like why daddy ain't around. Until your kid wants to know why they're in a home, while they're in a house and daddy over here in a home in a couple of years, or y'all cool though. Or they got 8 babies, or they got 8 brothers and sisters, or why mommy has babies with with a bunch of rappers and a football player who literally his brain just developed, his frontal lobe just finished developing. Like, I don't think we need to set ourselves up, especially as women, because again, the burden of the children will always be on her. And I recognize that. I hope and I know she recognizes that. The burden of the children will always be on us as women. Like I said, that's why Future could have at this 85 babies, alleged, in my opinion, I'm sticking to it. That's why Future can have just an army of babies and it not be a big deal because he ain't got to be the one to take care of them. He ain't gotta pay for the private schools, pay for the extracurricular activities, be there to make breakfast in the morning, make lunch, kiss the boo-boo, teach a motherfucker how to ride a bike, all of those things. None of these men who literally showed you from who they have from who they have shown the world they are, told you that they were going to be capable of being a good dad. I give you Bow Wow a little bit, but again, she takes care of everything. But at least he's there from what we see to, and his kid is with him a lot because Joy be busy and working. Joy is busy and working, and she has to work because she has 3 children to take care of. And any one of them, and again, she don't necessarily get a child support check from any of them, and any one of them could get mad, or all 3 of them could get mad one day and don't send a shit. So she got to take care of her kid. She got to take care of her kid and be working and working and working and working and working so she can be able to fund the life that they supposed to be able to have because they deserve it. Not knocking it. Not knocking it. I'm not knocking wanting your children to have more so you make sure you're able to provide for it, right? But I am knocking the having these children with men who are iffy at best and creating no stability. And you have to be on the move and the go and the all the time, which means you can't be there to properly raise your kids because you always got to be flying off here, flying off there, taking care of business because you have to take care of business. And I doubt that Future, unlike Bow Wow, is coming to pick his kid up to take care of her for Future got a son to take care of his child while Joy is at work. He ain't pulling a Lisa Bow Wow. Let me go into these these tweet threads. So someone said y'all rip Cam apart, but Joy Chavis on her third baby daddy. Where's the energy at her, for her? Trevon Diggs shares first photo of Joy and newborn. You will not make me hate. Okay, someone said you will not make me hate Joy Chavis. She's like the Ash Kutchum of the rich baby daddy universe, and she presents in the and she's present in the kids' lives, unlike the fathers. What? You will never make me hate Joy Chavis. She's like Ash Kutchum of the rich baby daddy universe. Okay. And she's present in the kids' lives, unlike the fathers. That's the point, right? What's the point of having? Now, if you just want to have children for the sake of having children, okay, whatever, but like, I've especially the last year or two, I've been saying, sperm banks are a thing, but like, if you just want to be a mother, that's cool. But why are we attaching ourselves to people who don't know how to be good fathers? Right? I keep saying I can give you a Bow Wow because they were young, and Bow Wow seems to, again, I don't think he financially provides, but he's there to take his daughter every time Joy got to work, and he spends time with her from what we see. The futures of it all, I can't get past it. How do we literally choose to be a nigga, to be some guy's 6th baby mama? Cool or not? There are options in this world besides a Future. There are options in this world. There are doctors, there are lawyers, there are directors. She's a choreographer. There are directors. There are so many other options in this world, and so many men in this world who, one, don't have kids, or two, don't have multiple children's mothers. Because then he's stretched, even if he attempts to want to be there, right? Like a Nick Cannon who, attempts to try to be there, but you can't, because one, you got to do all of this shit. You're not in the home, right? So it's not like when you go to work and you working all day, you come back and you in the home with your kid. No, all 8 kids are not in the home. He may pop up on them once, twice a week, depending on the baby mama, based off what Nick Cannon said, and depending on the relationship with the baby mama. Same shit with worse with Future, because we know Future got way more kids than Nick Cannon, and Future ain't even attempting to be there. Now it's one, they're all beautiful babies, but with a 25-year-old who already has one or two other children at 25. It's like when I say sometimes women, men too, but sometimes people, I'm gonna say women, can we talk about women? We dragged the men's the other day, so here we go. Can be so caught up in their damage that they play that shit out when they don't have to. Joy does not have to. She seems like a cool, nice woman. She does. Joy didn't have to be baby mama number 3. Joy could have wanted better for herself and not, because that whole comment when she was saying how much baby mamas or baby daddies your parents got, not that many, boo. You know, you can't let your own trauma continuously affect your life. Yeah, you got a bag. Yes, you have a bag. But being in a broken home, purposely being in a broken home, or purposely bringing children into a broken home with motherfuckers who have shown you they have been deadbeats to the children that preceded yours, is probably not, it's not the best decision to make. And a lot of people, there's a lot of joys out here. There's a lot of joys out here that have babies because they want an attachment to something that is toxic, to something that was never good to them, or for them and their children's to begin with. We've seen too many celebrity children. Look at Growing Up Hip Hop. If you don't believe me, we've seen too many celebrity children raised in those same broken homes come out crazy. Because it's one thing your daddy be Pookie on the block. It's a whole other thing for your daddy to be a Future ass month and have the option to actually be there, but choose not to. What was I doing? I want to pull up my Instagram, but I'm gonna pull it up on my phone because it's easier this way. So, hold on. Oh, okay. So this is on site. See, all right. So social media debates Joy Chavis's role in the broken home discussion. Okay. Someone said it definitely still applies. Y'all heard it, but it does apply because again, everybody is not out here doing this shit. All men aren't out here just have no regard for their fucking sperm and semen and just putting it and putting it in any woman who they can manipulate. Okay, according to Nick Cannon. All right. Joy Chavis is just the manipulated that doesn't realize the impact of the manipulation until she gets older and her kids is like, damn, we all got different daddies. It's no different from the chick down the block with 3-4 baby daddies. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so we have a really fast donation. We got a $5 donation from Naughty Love. Thank you, Naughty, for your donation. She said Naughty, thank you so much. It is really, really, really appreciated. Thank you. All right. Okay. The next comment, okay, same comment. Someone else said they are all contributing in this case, but she's definitely a problem as well as the men who impregnate her. Okay. Someone said, I would agree that the men are playing a role in her carefully scripted sitcom. She keeps buns in the oven for that dough. Again, she ain't really getting that dough. Someone else says she's the common denominator. Stop trying to shift blame. Someone else says she's a problem. She's the sole parent of those kids, and if she chooses to have 6 baby daddies, that's her personal choice because they are always with her. Yeah, her kids are always with her. You could have went to a sperm bank for all of that and not look so freaking crazy. People have talked about single mothers and women with multiple baby daddies for years. It's not the same. Well, then that is true because people have been dragging if you have a baby, if you divorced and have a kid, all of this wild shit. And now, yeah, we are starting to talk about these nasty perverted men who are out here not respecting their own sperm and just, their own offspring, not giving a fuck. You can't pay me enough in this world to believe that men with multiple baby mamas give an actual F about any of their children. You can't pay me because it's so willy-nilly. It's no thought. It's no reason. I had a threesome with a stripper. One of them got pregnant. Oh, well, now we on baby daddy. Now I'm on baby mama number 13. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. She's okay. Like she said, she working, she provided, she taking care of them kids. The difference is, and no, the reality is, and the similarity, not the difference, the similarity between Joy and sis Keisha Dan the Block is they both have to work a lot to take care of their kids because those men aren't there. Because the trauma in their minds that made them not think or realize that they actually deserve more than some trifling ass nigga who is trying to just seed up the world with his offspring. That they are, I think that's the missing part. That they are Joy, just like Keisha, are worth more than being these random dud ass niggas baby mama. That's why I said, Joy didn't have to do none of this. Even with Bow Wow, she didn't have to do none of this. She shouldn't have done a nigga like Bow Wow. Okay, I bring you up in a second, sis. She shouldn't have to date a nigga like Bow Wow, but she did. They were young. Well, whatever. We've all been young. But like after that, having a baby with a Future, when the reality is she has enough access to a lot of other types of men. And you did not have to choose the deadbeats who would only be around if you nice to them. But you don't feel like Keisha Dan the Block, like you deserve any of that. Like it's just for the moment. But the reality is these children, unlike marriage, are for a fucking lifetime. They don't go away. You gotta deal. It ain't no till they 18. That's what men say. Us as mothers, we got them till we die. And then even probably after death. I just would like us as women, and I believe that a lot of us are. That's why the birth rate is in hell. That's why they're talking about by 2030, I think they said like 40 something percent of women between 24, I believe they said like 24 and 40 something will be single and childless. Because setting yourself up to be the only that's stressful. That's a lot of work. Setting yourself up to be the only parent and have to be working all the time, like Keisha there in the block, and then she can't understand how the streets raise her child, but she got to work for two parents. She got to work the equivalent of not even just of her what she bringing to her kids, for two to be, and if you want them to have a good life, for fucking probably three. So by the time you get home, 10, 11 o'clock from work, Keisha don't hardly see her baby, her kids. She probably see them in the morning while they on the way out for her to go to work and school, and coming home when they on their way to bed, or maybe just to make dinner so they can go to bed. Because I got it all, and and I don't need your child support, and there's one chick right now, who was her fucking name? I don't know her name. 1 second, I'm gonna bring you up, Jane. I don't know her name, but she has triplets, I believe, with some dude who had a baby with the other Chavez. What's her name? Little baby mama. Little baby mama. Her name is Chavez, but they not related. But her name is Chavez as well. Her sister, I forgot her name right now. Not Ari Fletcher. The fuck is that girl name? I don't remember her name. But she's right here. I saw a video of her last week cussing him out because she got to spend $25,000 for private school for her 3 kids. And he got the money. And she got to work. And she arguing with y'all, not me, because I argue, bitch, if you want to struggle, that's on you. Not in a beauty school. She arguing with y'all, telling y'all how she not going to put him on child support because she could do it all by herself. That I could do it all by myself mentality fucks you every time. Even if you can't do it all by yourself, maybe that child support can help put your kid in that expensive ass summer program. Do y'all know how expensive these summer programs are if you don't have kids? 2 weeks, what? You lucky if you get a program for 2 weeks during the summer that's not about $2,000. Extracurricular activities. Ever heard of that? Let me pull up our first caller. Hello, Jane.
Oh, I'm sorry. This code you. I logged in under my Google.
Told you, how are
But
you?
I'm good. I'm gonna give a little pushback.
Go ahead.
Um, Married women are the ones who be primarily with their kids. They take them to the even especially the traditional ones. They the ones taking them to practices, the gym classes, the ballet. It's always been women doing that. Historically, it's never been done, and it would be no different if she were married. Most of the time, it's the women doing it. So saying that she have to do that because she's a single mom or somehow giving it a negative look is not, because she could very well be a single mom who don't never have her kids with her at all, and she could be that married mama who got nannies who don't have their kids with her at all. So that's not a valid thing. The birth rate is in hell. No, because women never wanted kids. Those women didn't have choices about having 15 kids. And we hear narratives, but we don't think it through. They say we're not having kids at the replacement rate. Historically, the replacement rate was 10 children, 8 children, and I don't care who
So
married.
the
Ain't nobody
replacement
having it.
rate is like
No,
2.2 to
no,
6.
no, no, that's what they tell you. Who do you know who is over 70 or grandparents or great grandparents
We're
had
not
2
talking about
children?
grandparents. We're talking about
No,
our
but I'm
people.
saying no, I'm talking about even then, consistent birth control that helped put the birth rate down really didn't come around to the 90s. You had birth control pills, but they still didn't do it. It wasn't to that Norplan and that Depo, but we hear sound bites in the news, and if you ever talk to a news reporter, you'll realize how dumb they are. They don't do those research, but we accept it because they're on TV. The replacement birth rate is what got historically America here was the 10 children, the 15 children, the 8 children, like the Kennedys was having. but we just listen and we don't process it. So giving these mothers, they're very much married single mothers. You could go on the Reddit, you can listen to Burden Boo. She's always talking about it. So that had marriage or no marriage has nothing to do with Jordan and Bow Wow isn't a trash dad, but ain't that his first kid?
Ain't what?
Ain't Joy and Bow Wow daughter, Joy's daughter is Bow Wow's first child.
Yeah, that's why I said I give Bow Wow,
Okay,
in
okay.
that
But
situation.
I know women and mothers are working, regardless if they married or not. When you go to the hospital, a lot of them women are married. And you say they working and working and working and working. The single mama, the married ones working and working and working and working too. 'Cause when we go to these banks, when we go to these schools, these teachers, these places, a lot of them married women with kids, and they working and working and working. So to say that, and kind of compare it like she working and working and working because she a single mom, that's not it. Because most in these suburbs, all of them ain't stay at home. No, they're working and working and working. We had a whole school nurse that was unalive, and her husband was a doctor. She was working and working and working and working. Because working is to some is actually enjoyment. They like actually working their mental muscles and doing things. They don't like just sitting at home. But everybody has a choice, and I don't demonize nobody for their choices. But let's not present it like she working and working and working because she can't afford to or she, whatever. Because married women are
I didn't
working
say
too.
that. I said she has a
But
great
that's how it
career,
comes.
and
Yeah, but
I have just like you.
not just her,
They're
but we're
not.
talking about single.
Hold on. I'm talking just like you, them wives you said, and all of that. I'm like the. Why do we have to have more? If she had three of them with Bow Wow, I'd have been like, okay,
Don't you work? You
what?
working now, right? Don't you work? Ain't you working
What does
now?
that have to do with what I just said? I
I'm saying,
said
but you were
if she
married when you
had
had your kid
three of
too.
them, just like the other day when we were talking about Nick Cannon, and it's real easy for
Marriage
Nick
don't
Cannon
save conceiving a child in a marriage don't save you from working because you were married when
that's
you had
damn
your
true.
kid.
That's right.
So,
That's
and
right.
that's the proof that,
I
and I'm
didn't
not gonna demon. It's so many single women. My best friend was not my best friend, my coworker for a long time. We was in the same family court. She planned her
I'm
marriage.
not talking about
She
her
was
being a
in the
single mom.
military, but we
I think you
demonizing
missed the
single
part.
women.
Okay, hold on. I think
We
you missed
create.
the point. Hold up. I think you missed the point. I'm not talking about because you could, like you said, you could be married and get divorced, and you're a single mother. You don't know what the fuck gonna happen. I'm saying actually choosing fucking deadbeats. I'm saying being
Ebony
a
K.
multiple baby mama and choosing being a multiple baby mama. That's what I said.
Ebony
Single
K.
mother, you're
Williams.
right.
I'm
I'm a
so
single mother
glad.
and I was
I'm
married.
so
A lot of times,
glad Ebony K. Williams having her child like she wants to because many women, their children, and we ain't gonna never talk about it, really is to be connected to that nigga. But we ain't gonna talk about that. So we're
and
gonna
you don't
demonize
think
it. Some
that's
people,
what that is?
some people don't care about that. She going to have getting her sperm and having her kid. Because some women want to be mothers, and they ain't gonna say, I'm not gonna give up motherhood and having children because this stigma of social media. But some talk about women that have kids and single mothers because they really had a baby to be connected to that nigga. And the marriage make them more acceptable and they like to work inside that box. They do that. But I'm a single baby mama and I ain't never suffered under the falsity that just because you married or not married or whatever, you gonna be with that man. And whether I was married, not married or whatever, and divorced or whatever, I still would want my kids. 'Cause I didn't have them just to be connected to that nigga. But we're gonna sit up here and not address the elephant in the room. And that's not why they're talking about single women. Because some of these women is male identified, but they say they ain't male identified. But to each their own. I ain't got to take none of them people, baby. I ain't got to keep them. I ain't got to take them to like now practice. But I will not sit here and say that married women are having a different married mothers are having a different.
I didn't say
And I
that.
will not I'm just saying that's what my point of view. But
Yeah, but
I'm
you
had
came
this little
through with
time
smoke,
off from
like I
work. I
said
miss.
that.
Hey. I hear what I hear. But you can
Okay.
say stuff without saying it. If it's two ways you could turn, left and right.
All
And I
right.
say
So
I
I
did not
went.
turn left.
You
What
watched
way
the
did I
cut.
turn?
Hold up, pause.
I
You
said
watched the
I
cut.
turned right
Hold
without
on.
saying I'm
I
turning
said,
right.
hold on. I said, you watch me enough. Do I say things without saying it, or I'm direct as fuck?
It's not one content creator that I talk to, and I'm down to 3%. It's not one content creator that I listen to that I have exactly the same point of view of on everything.
That's true.
And that's when. So we have some. I love some of your point of view, and I'm sure you got some right. Cause ain't no one content creator you're gonna agree on. But if I go and make that left turn, and it's only two ways to turn, I still turn right, and I say I didn't make a right turn. I still turned left. I said the same thing without having to say it directly. So sometimes you can say stuff indirectly, but I only got
Okay.
3%,
All
and
right.
I'm gonna listen. All right.
All right. I appreciate for you coming up. We have two more callers. That was a lot. I didn't say anything. I tell y'all half the time, if you want to have a baby, go to the sperm bank. Don't set your so your kid won't be asking. I say this shit at least once a week. Why my daddy won't don't come and see me, because he's fucking Future and you see him on TV and he's all over the place. Like the Gucci mans of the world who taking care of Keisha Kior kids, but act like it's a problem to put them other kids in private school. I never said anything. I'm saying, why do you have to do all of that for and have these multiple baby daddies? It's just as bad as that motherfucker. You could have went to a sperm bank, or like I said, she could have had all fucking three with Bow Wow if that was the case. Naughty, you up next, and then Jada. Hello, Naughty girl.
Hey, girl. Oh my God. You are speaking truth into fires. And this is what's the problem with our young girls today, because they don't know how to stand in their worth because of the examples. Joy has to understand she's raising two daughters, and she's raising them to not value themselves, to not like her girls are never going to see her in a marriage, in a proper family forum. So therefore, when they go out and date, their standards are already low. She is setting them up for failure. Um, that I'm a firm believer in marriage. You know what I mean? I was
Mm-hmm.
married young, but I feel like the marriage is a protection when it comes to the children and things like that. And it's certain things that you're afforded when you get married. But to just be sitting out here lending your wounds to these deadbeats, right? And then turn around, not holding them accountable and not going to child support, you're doing a disservice to the children. That is their money. You should fight for their money. Like, why should they be able to just get off? You get to just squirt and go on with your life, and I'm stuck here with the burden of the responsibility of raising
Yes.
the children. Make that make sense. And this is what is wrong. This is why we have the whole culture. This is why we have sexy res, because these young women don't value themselves enough to even require marriage before producing children. Okay? Because at the end of the day, the woman is left with the burden. The woman is left with the tears explaining to the child like why daddy not
Why
around.
daddy's
I
not
agree with
here?
Jovi.
The children are gonna be wondering why. What's her name? Shawnee. The daughter is always with her dad. Where's my dad? Where's my dad? That's that's maybe I wasn't explaining it. I
No, you was explaining it exactly right.
don't know.
Okay. And to me, and to each his own, I think Joy is a beautiful spirit. I think she's a talented woman. I have nothing against her. But where's your standards? Like, why do you keep choosing to be a baby mama? Why? It's enabling behavior. It's allowing these men to think it's okay for them to be irresponsible with their seed. You are just another a person checked off on a list. Why keep lending your wound to men that do not deserve that much? Like, why reproduce? Like, if you want to
It's
have a
like
fling, wrap it up.
it's like, you know, the choices of it all. And I'm thinking that's why I keep saying I could get past Bow Wow because they were young and but like being literally growing, learning from being young and dumb is one thing, growing, getting older, and then choose to have your second with a nigga with 85 fucking children. Okay. He had like 9 at the time. That's not good choices. Okay. I want us to make good choices. That's the point of the beauty school. We do
Right.
shit, but like, do we learn from it or not? And then
No,
number
just like
three,
Little
there's a
Wayne and all his baby
25-year-old
mothers.
who
I
already
was
got like two other kids, and he's only 25.
And there's no
Like,
way they
that
can be there
is,
for all of them. But it was the same situation with Little Wayne, Lauren London. I was surprised. I was shocked when Lauren London got pregnant by him. Shocked.
yeah.
Okay? And you got all these, it's no way that man can be there for
I'm
all
gonna
them
pull up
children.
Jada as well. Cause hey Jada.
Hey,
Hey,
ladies.
Shantae.
How y'all doing? First of all, shout out to the weekend dump. Y'all did that, okay?
Oh,
Y'all
thank
did
you.
that.
We
I
did,
was
we
watching
did, we
that before I
did.
got to this live. Y'all did that. But listen, I was up here because, baby, I don't know what was going on with Koja Malik today. Shout out to you over there, Koja Malik. But baby, it must have been the kids. The kids must have kept you from being able to listen. We could hear the kids very well, but you couldn't hear Jovi at all.
I'm
Listen.
trying, I'm trying.
I didn't know what was going
I
on,
fuck with
but
Coach. We all can agree to disagree, but I don't think she necessarily. I think she might have got triggered by something she thought I was implying, and I'm just like, I just want us to do better.
yeah,
We
because
Right.
she
ain't gotta
predicted
be.
everything that she thought you were
We
going
ain't
to
gotta
say after
choose
that.
to be multiple deadbeats, baby mamas.
Yeah,
And at least within marriage, the sanctity of marriage, any honorable man is going to marry you. But that is a protection. Like, okay, he cannot be there, but when I divorce him, he gonna pay. You know what I'm saying? I'm a, I'm gonna
look,
walk away. You gonna pay for my blood, sweat, and tears, and that's what the like young women need to understand, like what marriage really, really is, and how it is a protection for you and your children. And I just want, I'm with Jovi. I want our women to do better, have better standards. Stop letting
yeah,
these ninjas dump off in you and skid off and go on about their life and create more baby mamas. That is
absolutely.
contributing to the broken households. It's contributing, whether you like it or not. And I think as women, we need to start holding our sisters accountable.
I do. You know what? Okay, so listen, I'm all good for holding everybody accountable. You know me. I believe there's good men. I believe there's good women. I think the problem come in where sometimes we have standards for some, but not standards for the others because we like them sometimes, right?
Okay.
Because when I came up here, remember before I came up here talking to y'all about certain women who were having these babies. Some of them, it was their first time. They just been waiting to have a baby. And then look at how the men, because everybody was like, oh, as long as they're happy, we just want them to be happy. They're going to be happy. It looks happy. No, it looks like they got pregnant. They had the baby. And now look at every single one of them and how the men are treating them now.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jovi said, if you're gonna do this, just go to the sperm bank because y'all are dealing with multiple stresses that you don't need. It's one thing. It's one thing to not be married and have a child, and to be not married, have a child to a dusty, a deadbeat, somebody who was already emotionally abusing you and cheating on you before you even decided to have these babies.
Girl.
Okay, so it ain't
Talk
just
about
about
it.
Multiple
choosing
times.
better to get married,
Not the
because
first time when you was young and dumb. Multiple times.
multiple times.
We could
You
do
let them play in your
better.
face the first time. I always say they gonna continue to because they know they got you locked down enough to where you gonna stay with them anyway. So they gonna keep doing it.
Jada.
They might get slicker, and then after a while, when they get slicker, they just stop trying to be slick. They get old enough to where they be like, "What am I doing this for?" She gonna stay anyway. So all of a sudden, you see new babies coming out the wet works, kids you didn't even know he had. You know what I'm saying? While y'all was together. He
That
done
part.
made you wait 5, 7, 10 years to marry you. Then he marry you and he's still out here just playing in y'all have got to not just choose better to walk down that aisle so you could say you've gotten married before you had your child. You got to choose better with every decision that you make. Every decision. And I could say, majority of your decisions. But if I tell y'all to aim high, y'all will get close enough, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell y'all, try to make the best decision for yourself at all times. All times. My cousin thought that it would be smart. that she knows she wanted a big family, so she had already got pregnant once. She was gonna let the same guy keep letting her get, or letting her get pregnant because they both responsibility, right?
Mhm.
So when we talk about this now, as 42-year-old women, she had 3 kids with this man back to back, and he still was treating her like shit, sugar honey
Mhm.
iced tea, treated
Mhm.
her like. And it took her to 42 to realize I want better. But guess what? She made so many bad choices. So many bad choices
Mhm.
that it's hard for her to turn around sometimes. And this is another reason why I'm saying try your best, ladies. Try your best to make these decisions, because every wrong decision sets you back 3 paces.
Mhm.
But every right decision can propel you. Sometimes just your next right step can take your life from here way across to your dream.
Mhm. It can elevate you.
It can elevate you.
It can elevate you.
All of these little things just so your kitty can be wet. You want to go ahead and mess with this little peen. Y'all touching these dudes unprotected, knowing they cheating on you and you still unprotected.
Mm.
Come on now, feminine. Nicki
You know what I'm
Minaj is
saying?
the perfect example. Like, and
Okay,
look, she okay with him abandoning his kids. He got 5 other kids.
girl, until you told me that, I didn't know how many kids he had had. I said, what? What you say, Nani?
Yeah, but
That's a lot of
when a
kids.
person show you who they are, believe them. Like that, and see, women be so quick to get mad at the ex girl. Oh, he just want my man. Y'all better start paying attention to what them exes are saying, because how he treated that ex, that's how he gonna treat you 10 times fold.
Yep.
Let me tell you something, Nadia and Jovi. Here's something that really gets me with Nikki. She knew way more than that.
Mm-hmm.
She
Mhm.
knew way more than that. She didn't even need the more current ex-girlfriend to tell her.
Yep.
She knew who he was.
Yep.
But
She
ignored
knew
the
him when they
signs.
were younger. Come on now. That's why I say you got to make these better decisions, because she was younger then. She shouldn't have been messing with him back then, let
Right.
alone come back and be with him now and discredit another girl when you know what he was like anyway.
But
Mhm.
guess who gonna feminine? Guess who gonna pay for her decisions long term? Papa
Those
That
Bear.
baby.
children.
That baby.
And that's what these women need to realize when they're procreating with these deadbeats. That's who you affecting ultimately, your child's future. And that's what I'm looking
Absolutely.
at. I'm looking at Joy and her 3 girls, and now she got 2 girls.
Two girls.
2 girls that she raising in the world that never seen a proper example of what a healthy family dynamic is.
Right. They gonna grow up, God forbid. Hopefully they change it all around. But
Hopefully they could change
it's
it, but
gonna
what
be
are, what are
hard.
the chances? It's a 50-50 chance
It's
that they can go the same way as their mama.
right.
And you done made it,
So
you
you
done you
already
done
know
set the
what
bar
that's
so
gonna
low
look
for
like.
them.
It's like
Yep.
y'all see all of it, and I can't stand when people be like, I didn't have no good role model. Okay, so that was okay before social media started popping. I
Yeah.
always say people that beforehand, maybe they didn't.
Maybe they didn't
But now
know.
you got worldwide view. Y'all are seeing people on the daily do better. And you
Mhm.
still choose not to. Check your self-worth. All of y'all that be following all of these people, like what you following them for? That breeds into your toxicity of your mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you trying to make a change for yourself, you want to change for your life, your children's lives, for the man in your life, y'all got to do better with a lot of decisions.
You
That
gotta
chick
have
that
higher
came out talking about
requirements.
cheating on her man and he had the poopy bag and all of that, all for him to turn around and be like, but that poopy bag was sitting on your head when you was,
She
you know
look,
what
Girl.
I'm
she does not look good. She does not look good. She think it's a flex exposing his healthcare, but girl, you was laying right next to that man, smelling all that poo poo.
not
Okay,
just that,
like
but she said she cheated on him. So you was renting out your kitty to two no good ninjas and you think that's a flex?
yeah,
Baby, you
but
just
you talking
embarrassed
about he
yourself.
broke, but you knew he was broke. He was
You knew
homeless
he
when
was
you
broke.
met him,
Facts.
and you still ain't got nothing. You out here stunting from the gram. You don't own nothing.
And we
All
used
your
to say
stuff is
y'all gotta
coming
stop
from.
building bears, but they ain't even bears.
Come on, but that is to that old adage: when the people show you who they are, believe you. If a
Believe them.
man got kids with multiple baby mama, he is irresponsible with his seed, which means he will be irresponsible with your heart.
There you go.
Oh yeah. He don't even
I-
care about his own self, child. Come on now.
Come on, he didn't
Oh,
even respect his seed enough to stop reproducing and wrap it up and focus on the children that he reproduced in the first place.
mhm.
didn't y'all see that nut Cam Newton sitting up there looking up at the sky?
Child,
I'm waiting. I'm just waiting on God to bring him. Boy, if you don't stop, I almost admitted you right there. Almost called the psychiatric ward and said y'all got a nut on the loose hanging out on a mic. What is you talking about looking up in the sky, talking about some? She like, these kids, where you go get them from? I'm just waiting for God to bring them. I'm just,
look, the last baby mother still not enough.
right.
While she online defending them, talk about,
Defending them.
I
Like
Tell
can't
I
me you
be
don't
saying
love
to my
yourself
man, I
tell
without
me
say to
that
saying
my
I
you don't
love
man,
love
I
yourself.
rub
myself.
his feet. Girl, what about you?
I
What
have
about him
to give
catering to
him,
you?
I have to pour into him, and sometimes my cup is empty. Bitch, then what you giving your kid? I'm trying. I
Okay?
can't.
Let me tell you something. She lost me way back when she said, and it ain't like she had me before, but she definitely, I was like, oh yeah, something going on here. When she said she has painful, I don't know, with this ninja and she don't even want to. She be in tears in the closet. She ain't even crying in the bedroom. In the closet. Come on now. You letting this man dig you out like that? You don't even like it. You
Y'all not
crying
even
over it.
married. That's not even your
And you think this is
husband.
love? You doing all that for him. All this stuff you saying you doing for him to make him happy, but he won't even
What the fuck?
stop
Wait,
to not
wait,
dig you
wait,
in the
wait,
booty.
wait. What the fuck?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Yeah. You know that, Jovi?
Yes. Jovi.
Yeah,
Yes.
girl.
So he's
Girl.
fucking. So he fucking up her inside, so she can't have no more babies with other people. What are you telling me?
No, 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 no.
Hold up, wait.
Listen,
So she don't
he
even like it.
is, she don't like being dug in the booty, but
She
she does
allows
it for
him to do
him.
the Hershey Highway Act on her, even though it makes her uncomfortable and she does not like it. But she's going to go above and beyond to please him and pour him some because she's trying to keep him from cheating and stepping out on her. But a man going to
Okay?
do what a man going to do. If he going to cheat, he going to cheat. But at
He
the
gonna
end of the
cheat.
day, you doing all it is, and you not even a wife. You just a baby mama.
First of all, I wouldn't care if you was the wife. If a man
I'm
cared
not
about
doing
you
nothing.
enough, he
Yeah,
wouldn't be digging in your butt while you in tears, crying in a closet afterwards.
yeah,
He
that's
know you don't like it. You
crazy.
done came out publicly and said you don't like it, and he's still digging in your booty. Come on now. Respect yourself. She lost me right there.
Yeah,
I was like, oh yeah, yeah, self-esteem real low. Real low. You know me. I love catering to a man, but you best
that's
believe
crazy.
that man is catering to me all day. All day. I ain't got to text him in the morning. I get my good morning text. I ain't got to worry about what my lunch is. He's already paid for it. We not even together, ladies. This ain't my man. You know me. I'm going to keep a couple. Keep a couple while I'm single, okay, baby? While I'm single, I'm going to keep all the ones that want to be kept. And I
I
don't
know,
worry
but if
about none of the
anybody
ones
truly,
that don't.
truly loves, if a partner truly loves you, when they get up every day, they're gonna be thinking, how am I make my partner happy? How am I gonna love on my partner? That's gonna be their goal on a daily basis. But Cam Newton, he strikes me as the type of man. As soon as he knock him up and they spit out the baby, it's
He's not
over for
interested
him.
no
He
more.
on to some new cooter.
Yeah, he said it in
He was
the interview.
already on to some new cooter when she was having the baby. Y'all
Yeah,
don't
Right.
remember that? Let's not forget. He had already had a whole nother chick as well. Not only that, y'all, just take this into play. He told that lady he can go and get any woman he wants to right now
Mhm,
and turn her into what he wants to.
mhm.
But you over here with this chick right here who say she doing everything for you and you still concentrating on how you can turn somebody into anybody, not for you to marry, just because you want to play with her like that.
Yep. And it's still not hitting her. It's not
It's
clicking.
still ain't hitting her.
It's not
He
clicking.
digging your booty out and still
He
talking about
making
he
you
can go
do.
get
He's
another woman.
making you do things you don't even want to do. And, oh man, it's not even clicking. This is sad as shit.
Very sad.
All for
Very sad.
validation. All in hopes that maybe he'll love me. Mm-mm, I can't do it.
Thinking you
If you
can change this one.
I can't do it.
Thinking you doing so. I scratch his back till he fall asleep. And how I know he falls asleep is because, you got to pay attention to and I hear all of that. Don't get me wrong. Attentiveness with your man is great. But he ain't attentive to you, baby. You crying. And
they
then you
changing
get
the
up,
robbery.
stumbling to the closet, crying in the closet. Baby, I don't know what else to tell. But
I don't know
ladies,
what else to say.
if y'all following these type of women, y'all need to stop.
They are not who you think they are. It's like I said, it's like when we speak about this, what is it? Baddies?
Yeah.
Baddies?
Oh, that baddie
Baddies,
show.
even in comparison to back in the day, Bad Girls Club, it's not the same. These
Mm-mm.
baddies taking hard L's every fucking day of the week. Like y'all just
Girl, I
talking
didn't
about
know what that
Stunner
show was.
Girl and the hard L's. Natalie Nunn. I thought being a baddie was being able to have people to do things for you.
Okay.
You it's not given the perception they're trying to act like it's given. Natalie Nunn takes care of her husband.
Yeah. She a whole
The
sugar mama.
idea of the baddie, or in comparison to back in the days Bad Girls Club, where these girls was winning in these situations that they were in, these bitches is losing. You talking about Stunner Girl sitting there next to her colostomy bag husband, who when she got shot, wherever she got shot, I don't know, took off fucking running. But you a baddie, right?
Running. Ain't that wild?
And now he dragging your
I'm gonna
crusty
need y'all not to
drawers
call
all over
yourself
the
a
internet.
baddie if you getting played like this. Oh,
That's
I'm
what
sorry.
I'm
What you say,
saying.
Naughty?
Every last one of them look crazy when you turn
They
around and see the situation. You're a baddie, and this is the bull, and that's my point. Joy could be so much.
Oh,
Keisha
we.
and the Block could be so fucking much. But they don't think that you a baddie from head to toe, and this is what you dealing with.
Mm. Yeah, I
but
just,
they was down,
you
Jovi.
know,
They down until they not. You know what I mean? Until the fallout come or whatever. Now you want to expose everything. You look like a whole fool on this internet. You look like a low value woman. You look like you thirsty for fame. And Stunner Girl, ain't nobody checking for your music. Like she's not really hot like you think she is, because she would not be bouncing from Zeus to Tronics to now that's TV. It's given that you're looking for a bag. You looking
yep.
for
And
that? You
listen,
want to promote this independence? Like I know she was online. Buddha was showing. Oh, we got our mansion, y'all. We got our mansion. Honey, you don't own it. Y'all leasing.
Leasing it.
not the
You
Lacey
stunt. You
booties.
out here stunting for the gram, just like the
And
Krayshawn
you
Rocks.
you paying for the leasing arraignment. Y'all ain't even going 50-50. I don't do 50-50, but y'all ain't even going
Okay.
50-50. It's on you. That's my point. It's Natalie fund that. Stunning Girl
Right,
fund that. These
right.
girls having these niggas playing they face, and they funding a nigga playing in they face.
They
Joy
Yes.
funding
Chavez
it.
And I just,
ain't getting no
I
support
listen,
other
y'all
than
know me. Oh,
Bow Wow being there to watch, take care of his baby, watch.
facts.
No support, no help towards extracurricular, no nothing, no give a fuck about Future. Where is the son when she goes or to or for a job, and the daughter's with Bow Wow? Where is the son? Not with Future.
Future don't care. He don't
Mm-mm.
take care of his kids.
Yeah, but see, that's why I'm like, that's what I had to say before. It ain't just about being married. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not like a whole play on just
It's
women
not.
who had children outside of marriage. Because there are women who have children. I am a product of having a child and did not get married just yet. Rest in peace to him. But nonetheless, I had a child with him. My daughter is a prominent person in society. She's off at college enjoying her best life. You hear me? A young man
Mhm.
can't come by and tell her nothing if it ain't sounding right. She knows what it looks like, what it sounds like, and what it feels like for an actual man of any age to be walking in front of her saying some stuff. The point that we're trying to discuss, just in case, because I don't want nobody, getting it confused. We're not trying to rag on baby mamas. We are talking about women who are choosing to have relationships that even go towards ending up having children, that are making the worst decisions they can make. And some of them are repeating those mistakes.
Over and over and over.
That
Stop
is
the
the
cycle.
problem that we are having. That's the issue that we are discussing, because I know when Koja was up here, it seemed like it was from a um like, baby mama, we not, kind of,
I'm not
or
bashing
not we,
no
but
baby.
it was you up here at the time. But you know what I'm saying? But it's not about that. Don't personalize it. Don't internalize it, whether it's for you or somebody that's close to you. We know that there are single mothers that are doing their best. We
Mhm.
know that there are mothers with men that they are not married to
Coach,
and
you want
still
to
doing
come
their
back
best.
up for a
That part
moment?
does not matter. You say
Hold
what?
on. Coach just coming back up for a moment. Hey,
Okay.
Koja.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey,
y'all,
so that part does not.
y'all don't hear the patriarch in y'all words. Y'all said she could be so much. What is different about her accomplishments? You say she a choreographer. She make her own money. She bad. But y'all said she could be so much. She's still all of those things. But because she's not attached to a husband, y'all communicate she ain't being so much.
Koja,
Y'all
I
don't hear
just
the male
explained that. I
identification
just
in y'all
explained
voice, and
that.
y'all don't hear the
Coach,
patriarchy in y'all word. You say
Koja, the
she's just
Koja,
a
patriarchy is
baby
I
why.
mama,
explained that.
just
Is
a
Jovi
why.
explained
when
that.
you.
Nadia
I'm gonna make it
explained that
come home
already.
for you.
It's
But
not
when you
about the
say
marriage
I'm
attachment to
just a
a
girl in the
man.
world, when
No,
Gwen
listen.
Stefani say
Let me tell
just
you
a
why
girl
she
in
can
the
be so
world,
much better.
that is
Let me tell you
because
why she can be so much better,
y'all
because
don't.
you're missing it.
Y'all are.
She's
You got a
Okay,
stressed
blind
out by
one
spot.
more
other
person at
things, and
a
that
time.
means that her
Jada,
flow is
When
being
you say
say what you
somebody
want to
is
say. Go ahead.
just something, you have diminished that person. And I'm gonna make it make sense. When Gwen Stefani made that song, "I'm Just the Girl in the World," because the world diminished. When you use "just," it is a diminishing term, and you diminished her because she don't have a husband.
We didn't say
So
anything.
y'all don't hear it.
You
But
missed
No,
the
I just
last
asked you
part.
all to
Hold
look
I
clarifying
more
don't.
that.
I don't
into it.
really think you're
You
hearing.
did. You
I
on.
don't really
absolutely
think you're
don't hear the
hearing.
patriarchy in y'all voice and how y'all value marriage, which is attachment to a man
We
over
keep
how
saying it
accomplished
over and
somebody
over
is.
again
But
for you,
just think
Coach.
about it.
Okay.
We don't have to think about it. We've already clarified it. Jovi did it. Nadi did it. And I did it. Right even before you started talking, I had already clarified that.
I
It's
hear
not
you
about being
talking. I'm
attached to
listening
a
to
man.
you and
No, you
I'm
don't.
hearing you.
You don't. You're not listening nor hearing.
I
What
hear
you're
you.
doing
Baby,
is you're
I ain't never
trying to
flunked reading
respond.
comprehension. I ain't never flunked critical thinking. I got a whole nursing degree the old way.
Maybe
Not
you're
when
having
they
a
go
bad day.
online and take it that
Maybe you're
critical
having a
thinking,
bad day.
and that has never been a problem with me. So I hear
Okay.
you and comprehend well.
So then why
So
are
you
you
don't
still
have to say
saying you're
I don't
thinking about being
understand you.
attached to
You
a man?
don't hear the
Because we've
Freudian
been
slip
far
out
removed
of
from the man
you.
part for y'all to
You
even
don't
think that.
recognize your Freudian slips.
All right.
You don't
No, it's not a
recognize it.
Freudian
I
slip.
hear it.
How do
Okay.
we
You may
keep
not
saying
mean
that
it.
that's not it?
You may
And then
be
we don't even
unaware of it,
focus on it. And you
but I
still come
hear it.
back and say
Okay.
But
that
I'm
that's
just,
what it is.
baby, this is just my opinion and
Okay.
whatever. And I don't care how much you say you for women. But when you say somebody is less because they're not attached to a husband, that betrays everything you say. That's that Freudian slip that y'all don't recognize.
Thanks for
All
diminishing
right.
how much
All right.
I
All right.
You
All
understood.
ask
right.
me, do I agree
Thanks
with you,
for
I
Jovi?
don't like
diminishing how
You
arguing
much
with
got
my
beat
respect
up
I
channel.
by
give
your
up.
Okay.
whole
Right.
husband, but you
Right.
valuing marriage and
All right.
we're
So
still
be
having kids
quiet.
with
I don't like arguing on my channel. We know this already.
you. Your whole honorable
I
husband
muted
beat your ass,
everybody.
but you say
There we go. I muted everybody. She unmuted herself. You got to go. Nope. You got to go. Bye.
Mm.
Go ahead. I can't do it. This arguing and yelling and emotional shit. We can have a discussion. Once it all of that, y'all okay.
And
We
I
should
just
be
really feel
able
like
to come up
she's
here and
misunderstanding
have a
what
conversation and say your opinion without attempting to steamroll a conversation, telling us what we said when we
Right.
sat here and said it. Half the chat said it. I skipped most of y'all know I normally click on all the comments. I skipped most of those comments because I didn't want to try to put a spotlight or make her feel negatively in a way. And you still came back up here and started screaming and yelling and telling us what we said when we literally just said what we said. Go ahead, ladies.
Right.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Yeah,
I
my
think she's
bad,
missing the
Jovi. I
point.
just
Listen.
We're not trying to
Go ahead.
we're not trying to devalue her because she's not attached to a
Jesus.
husband. What we're looking at is her choices that she's making and the example she is setting for her daughters. All right. And she is contributing to the broken home situation by her decision making. I'm not trying to devalue her as a woman. Look, bringing life into the world is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's the men you attach yourself to and procreate with. That's where I'm questioning her decision making. And she's like, I am woman, hear me raw. I can take care of all my kids myself. You shouldn't have to.
right.
Creating a child, it takes two people to create that child. You should not have to be forced to be a single mother. Anything, if if especially the last baby daddy, if they really were any half of a man, she wouldn't even have to work. She'll be able to just be home, tending to the kids while them ninjas be out providing for the family. That's what a real man do.
And it's the level of singleness of it, because there's a lot of women out here who are divorced, who had kids like Ebony Williams with Spar, and whatever the case is, it is there are men out here who take care of their children. I said, well, Bow Wow there. I said that.
Yeah.
Literally choosing to have babies with a future who don't take care of none of his other kids, literally choosing then to have one with a 25-year-old who literally just dropped another one right before you, is not the example we want, even for a single mother. Because again, you could have the baby or you go to a sperm bank, have a baby. The man could die like Jada. You could get divorced like me. Whatever the case is, shit happens.
Yep.
But to the level of we gotta period pick better men for our fucking kids.
Right.
Because like I said, she got 3 kids and only one of them actively again, the other one just the last one just came here, but only one of them we probably know damn near only has an active relationship with their father.
Right.
I doubt that the son sees future once every couple of months, if that. That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point.
That's the point. And that's why I'm like, we're more so talking about women and our choices more than we're even talking about the men that we're in the relationship with or married to. So that's why I'm like, she's been around long enough. So me going back and forth with her was passionate because we've been in the beauty school for several years now. I know at least 2 years. So it's like, you already know where we're coming from. Why you throwing extra stuff that ain't even there? And
It
then I
doesn't
gotta
even have
keep
to do with the
refreshing to say
patriarchy.
it. That has nothing to do with it. We have to be responsible women. We have got to make good choices. And
Patriarchy
again,
is what
even
allows
for the
joy.
husbands we
Hold
picking.
on 1 second. The patriarchy is what allows Joy to have babies with the futures of the world,
Okay.
knowing that he ain't gonna be there, but I may get a check, whatever, I don't know, or I want to be attached to him or whatever. That's the patriarchy. Me saying, you ain't gotta do that. Ain't the
Right.
patriarchy. Me saying you don't have to do that. You do not have to pick a fucking future or a little boy who's still trying, who's still learning who the fuck he is. You don't have to do that.
At all.
And that's not what we want for our younger girls.
And the fact that I already mentioned that when we making some of these decisions that are just bad, it kicks us back several steps. So when we say that the girl got this, she got that, and she got this over here, Guess what? She could have had more. She could have had more, and I bet you she desires more. She's just not actually doing what it takes to have more. So yes, when we saying she just that and the third, we ain't just trying to diminish her. Oh my goodness, I think I said it the wrong way. We're not trying to diminish her. It's a guy that says it the wrong way, and I done said it out of my mouth. But it is it's it's the thought that this is all she just did with her life. While there can be some accomplishments, she could have done better. Her life could have been better. She wouldn't have had to been on these YouTube, Instagram, Twitter streets looking like a hot mess. See, sometimes you can have all the accolades in your background that you want to, but
Hmm.
what the public sees and remembers is a whole different thing. When they say it can diminish your character, it can tear down your empire, that is a fact. We've seen it often.
Yep.
And how many women lose everything behind a man that just did not
Okay?
value them or love them and things like that. So like we're not pressing the fact. Like, look, I believe in marriage. I know Jovi has mentioned like she believes in the sanctity of marriage and things like that. We just want these girls to choose better for our future generation. This is why we have Sexy Reds and the Sukianas, because this is the examples they grew up with. Baby mama culture, low value
I,
men in their
I
lives.
don't even want to, I don't want to really say baby mama culture. Because you know what? You know me. I look at the numbers. I don't really think the numbers, how should I say it? I don't think the numbers, I ain't even going to say think. I know what the numbers say, right? So let me just say it the way they are. Majority of these children are coming from a small portion of our women.
Yeah.
So it's not baby mama culture, because in order for it to be a culture, majority of us have to be involved in it.
A majority
So
of
it
us don't have multiple baby daddies.
Right.
exactly.
Majority of us
So
ain't with on 3, 4 baby daddy. They are there. Them, of course, there are
right.
women like that, but the majority of women statistically don't have numerous baby daddies or like with obvious I got 8 baby mama ass niggas.
It's the broken
Right.
home culture. Let's call it that. It's broken homes.
Yes. So that is the part that is messing things up, right? Because at least back in the day, when you were a woman who you did not have that man in your life, community was still there, right?
Hmm.
Family was
Somebody
still
made a
there.
comment about community. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. So that stuff was still there. There are other factors that are causing issues to why we also have these sexy reds. I mean,
Hmm.
if we really want it now, Uncle Luke told y'all the other day that these sexy reds and them should be thanking him for creating them, basically. You know,
Yeah,
he
that's the
crawled so they could
patriarchy
walk.
right there.
Right. But he ain't say nothing to them rappers. You know what I'm saying? I forgot who video I commented on, but I was like, oh, I was like, yeah, so that's right. Y'all sat up here. Uncle Luke was up here shaking it. That's how he created the rest of y'all. But what we should have really been saying is that Luke, you are part of the reason why the women got loose. Of course, we have
Hmm.
some accountability for that because we was just as heavy in the streets trying to keep explicit music alive. While
Hmm.
our elders were saying this music ain't the way it should be.
I was in a car yesterday and so we were listening to old school music and speaking about like they don't have that same like their love songs nowadays is crazy. I was
Yeah.
saying, because I was listening to my daughter play some what's supposed to be, I guess, this new generation, one of their little love songs, and it's crazy. There's no Forever My Lady. There's no none of that. Okay.
It's
Right.
toxic. It's toxic, the love
I
songs.
also somebody made a comment that I actually want to respond on. So someone said, Lee said, so should we date out if we were children? So I think you meant to say so could you date if you want if you have children or whatever. I guess my point is you don't date the Nick Cannons of the world, the Futures of the world, and have babies with them. That's the point. You don't date the man that he don't take care of his other children, but here you go fucking him and having children with him. Why are you even dating him? Why are you
He
even
ain't even
dating
take
him?
care of himself.
The same
Let
way
And
alone
Redbone
the
was
guys that are
dating
like
Kenneth
that,
children.
Petty
look
with
at
her
him.
daughter. It's the
Listen, look at
mindset that
these
needs to
dudes.
change.
I had that video up where that girl was talking about what about him did you see that made you think that he was going to be a good baby father? And that is so true.
Mm-hmm.
Every single guy, because them women was posting their baby daddies, talking about they got tricked. And I'm looking at these pictures myself. And I'm like, girl, you wasn't tricked. You wasn't tricked. You were not tricked. We got to stop making excuses for choices that we should have been making because some of these guys should have never got our attention. Never got our attention.
Mm-hmm.
And that does not disclude them from
He
being.
wants to know where are the better men. They're everywhere. Just like better women are everywhere when these men are out here acting like every woman is on OnlyFans and got 85 baby daddies and all of this wild shit. They're everywhere. It's the when you are broken, like the lady said, Dr. Bryant. That's her name, Dr. Bryant. Like she
Mm-hmm.
said the other
Yeah.
day, when you are low functioning, you can't see high functioning. Even that motherfucker walking past you, that motherfucker hit on you, or you can't see that. Your spirit can't connect to the better option because you don't think you deserve the better option. There,
Facts.
Yeah, because
there,
if
there,
you knew
out,
that, you would
there
know
are
where to
men
shoot
out
and not
here
to.
who don't have multiple children.
Mm-hmm.
There are
And
men out
here's the
here
thing.
who don't have children. Number one, there are men out here who don't have multiple baby mamas.
And guess
There
what?
are
That
men
don't
out
mean that
here
they're
who
also
provide
the
for
better
their
men
children.
either. You still gotta check off some other boxes too.
Well,
Just
no,
because they ain't
no,
got no
I'm just
kids, don't mean.
saying, just
Yeah.
if we just
Well,
talking
I'm
about
helping
facts.
out people like, the ones that might be confused saying that we saying something that we not. So I just wanted to make sure I gave that caveat. But yeah, I mean, when you are looking at okay, so in my little classes or whatever, and I've told y'all this before, a woman be like, I like a man that cook and that really does this, that, and the third. Well, when you at the grocery store, the guy who try to holler at you, what does he have in his basket? Because if you really want a man that cook, you should be paying attention to what's in that basket, right? If he ain't got nothing that look like he cook, why is you trying to date him? If you say you want a man that respects you and pays attention to you, why are you still talking to the dude who barely wants to answer your text back? He giving you 3-letter acronyms. He ain't really talking to you. He ain't checked on you. When y'all with each other, he all up on you instead of actually looking you in the eyes and having an intimate conversation. You looking for a man who gonna take care of you and ain't talking about 50-50? Then what you doing with this dude over here? Because dude over here is barely paying 50-50 for himself. He ain't even 50% for himself. Somebody else is taking care of him.
I ain't doing 50-50. I could do 100% by myself. So either you could do 100 or it's nothing. Cause a
You
man
y'all remember
provides. I'm sorry.
y'all remember when them dudes was like, well, what I need you for if I can pay somebody to have my baby, pay for somebody to have sex with, pay for somebody to clean. You know what? You're right. So go on and get them because see, at the end of the day, I know what my value is,
Right.
right? And what I provide as your woman, you don't have to buy, but you must provide. See, that's the difference. You ain't gotta pay me to like you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta pay me to clean the house. These are things that I'm gonna do anyway. But why you sitting up saying, well, what you gonna do? You sitting up here and you get to keep your money?
Mm-mm.
If I wasn't here, would you have
I'm only
already been
paying the
paying
little
all your bills?
bills. I'm paying
Okay,
PSE and cable.
what is we talking
I'm
about?
just saying that's
You
how I was
want what I
raised.
possess. You see what I got. As a matter of fact, here it is. Nick Cannon told you. Him and plenty guys like him, not majority, plenty guys like him will hear you out, will even see you and scope you out so that they know what type of man they got to pretend to be for a short moment of time.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, some of y'all just want some attention. And then when they change on you trying to still keep them and figure out what you did wrong. Don't y'all know that that's a player's game? That's
Hmm.
a play. Pimps do that.
That's what this world is set up as. Apparently, pimps and bottom hoes. Okay, that's what these girls are
Yeah,
promoting, taking care of these bum ninjas. And then you get mad and run to the internet talking about, oh, he ain't ish. Well, you knew he wasn't shit. Don't try to convince me. Like we knew it
man.
too. Like you
You
look like these
running down
girls be looking
everything that's
foolish.
bad about them.
These girls
That's
look
crazy.
foolish. I don't be staying around for no mess.
So I
I'll
got a
be the
question
first
for
one hot
Lee.
telling it
Lee,
out of
is
there.
your
Red flag, I'm out of there.
hold on, Nadi. I got a question for Lee. So Lee, I'm assuming by your comments, you're either saying fuck it, go with whatever comes your way, or don't fuck with these hoes. Which one at all? Which,
Are they
which
behind
one
in the video or something? Because I
is the
think we've
point?
already addressed. We had already addressed it. As a matter of fact, I'm the one who brought up the little caveat. We
So
already addressed that.
so I'm thinking Lee is attempting to say don't even date. I'm assuming that's
Oh,
what Lee is saying because okay, because she was like, even a man who doesn't have multiple children could still be abusive. So you're just saying, just leave these hoes on the wayside. That's what you're saying. Okay,
Look,
because I was
let me
trying to
tell
figure
you,
out what's
in
going
this
on.
dating game nowadays, it's a gamble. The key is hold out, get
No,
to
y'all
know a
don't need the
person, and
StreamYard
figure
app.
out what
The link works.
yeah, figure out what a person's real intentions are for you. Don't jump into a situation so fast before you really actually have a chance to get to know someone. And I think that's a lot of mistake a lot of people make. They jump into these relationships and they go so fast instead of taking their time and figuring out what a person's true intentions is. I'm here to say you need to use your logical mind so that you don't get pimped by these ninjas out here, okay? Because half of them running game. I'm gonna tell you that 50% of them running game, and half of them running up on you because they need a place to stay. They need a couch
oh
to
my.
lay on. That is a
The
thing. There
homosexual.
are dudes out here that go from woman to woman just so they can have a place to live. And this is my thing. Look at the reality. This is how you choose a high value man. You take your time, you get to know, you don't take their word for anything. You look at the fact, you fact check yourself. You do a background check, you figure out what that mofo is about. You do your due diligence to protect yourself and your heart. That's what we
Instead of kissing
saying.
his pain before you even actually kiss his
I
lips. Some of
mean,
y'all,
peen come a
come
dime
on
a
now.
dozen. You get peen from anywhere, but a high value peen, if that's what you want, if that's what you're looking for, you got to take time to do the work to figure out if it's the one for you. So don't be so quick to jump into bed and hop into bed with these mofos. Cause that's how they a lot of them try to use the D to digmatize you.
Yeah,
Okay,
don't get too caught up too fast. Cause again, even if and when the shit slip, like Nick Cannon say, and then then they see toxic, and that's when you out. Well, actually, you should have already been peeping toxic. Actually, by you seeing him pumping out baby number 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right there. We got to
When
pay
he
attention and stop
when they
thinking, oh, we special. No,
no, you just
when
another
they
Kit
leave
Kat.
when you leave baby mama number two, or she leaves you, either way, because some guys be like, I didn't leave her, she left me. Ooh, even worse. So listen, when you left her or she leave you, and you are on your second baby mama, and the child ain't even one, the child ain't even walking, the child ain't even potty trained. Ladies,
And
what
that's
is y'all
it. It's
doing?
like that's a red flag for me. Like if you come up to me, you talk about you got a 1 year old, 2 year old, 3 year old, I'm out of there. Like you still on that baby mama. Y'all still got soul ties. Don't nobody have to see. These are the things people need to pay attention to. Like, cause how you on to the next relationship and you still gotta raise the baby with that one. How you going?
Listen, for
You don't have enough attention for me. You don't have enough money for me. The first year of a baby's life is like one of the expensive years. You don't have enough
yes,
money for me. I don't like a whole lot of people in my pockets. Okay, so like these are the things that women need to look for. Like if a man coming up to you trying to holler at you and he got a 1 year old, run, run fast.
first of all, listen, Naughty. It ain't even about if he gonna be humping on his baby mama or not. That's a part of it. But the truth of the factor is, it ain't about the baby mama. It's about knowing that the man you talking to makes bad choices. He ain't the type that's really gonna stick around. He gonna find a reason not to be with you and not be committed. Listen, that's the same man that will marry you after 7 years, cheat on you, leave you, and then tell you it's all your fault.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why women need to stop settling for like friends with benefits. That don't never end up nowhere. You're never going to be in a relationship. You're always going to be a friend that gives benefits. That's it. Like, I think a lot of women go into these situations blindly thinking that they could change a mofo. And they've been showing you who they are the whole time.
Girl,
No
what's the
cootie cat is
benefit?
going to change a man and his mindset. Either that's who he is, a committed person and likes relationships, or he's not. And not only that, a man will, if a man wants to be with you, they're gonna choose you. Now, whether they deserve you, that's a whole nother story for another day.
I
Listen,
agree.
child, what are the benefits? Can we have this discussion one day? Friends with benefits?
There's
Because see,
no
when I hear
benefits.
women say that, I'm thinking like they got a house, they got a car, and I know this can be the height of it, right? But I'll be like, oh, okay, well, you're not getting that, so you getting jewelry, you getting assets, girl, what you getting? And it's like, well,
Nothing.
he take me out to eat, take you out to eat, take you out. That's it.
You should
That's
be
what you
doing
call
that
friend with
anyway.
benefits. I got guys that don't even have sex with me, or I'm not having sex with them. Let's say it that way. But we not having sex, and they can take me out to eat. I don't have to sex them to get a meal. What
Yeah,
is
I
we
don't have
talking
to have
about?
sex to have a meal.
Right? Did you get a computer out the deal? A TV? Is he cutting the yard? Well, yard is still something simple, but nowadays these men don't want to do that either. So, what is he really doing for you? Because if I walk in your house and this light been out since last week, but that man done been over 3 times this week, what benefit is you getting?
Ain't
I
no
know he ain't
benefit.
supposed to be your man because y'all ain't in a relationship, but I mean, come on now.
And you
We're,
setting
we're,
yourself up for failure with
what a
at the
benefit?
end of the day. Well,
You getting a
ladies, I'm
little
gonna go
weed,
ahead and get out of here.
smoking.
The plantation calls. I gotta get to work. But it
Yes,
was a
ma'am.
great
Yes, ma'am.
conversation. It was a great
Yes, it was.
conversation.
Yes, 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 yes. Enjoy you, Naughty.
All
Enjoy
right,
you too,
ladies.
Jovi. Did I drop the disclaimer, y'all? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't even feel like I said it already. Hold on, wait. Stop the music. Listen, have you liked this video? Subscribe if you like the vibe. Share if you care. When this video is over, make sure you drop a comment just so the after people can be able to be like, oh, okay, this was what's going on. Well, let me go ahead and finish watching the
I'm
video,
dropping
right?
hair today, boy.
Okay. Listen, Super Chat is your friend. Super Chat is your friend. Why? Because it helps Jovi add more to her channel. It lets you know y'all appreciate what she doing. But if you really appreciate her, if you really like what she said today, make sure sis get all her coins and not give part of it to YouTube. Make sure you Cash App Jovi Beauty. It's right down there on the screen. Zelle Jovi Beauty. PayPal Jovi Beauty. Okay. And if you are confused, and if you confused, if your girl confused, if you just want to drop that video over in Jade's um Instagram or whatever in them DMs, let her know that Jovi Beauty has a book called How to Know When a Man is Using You, Playing You, Using You. Whatever, you know what the language is. Make sure you get that ebook. You can read that right now. And I'm out.
Love you
Bye.
guys.
Love y'all.
All right, guys. I don't know what's going on with the link, y'all. I'm allowed like 10 participants. So I don't know. Nothing came up on my end. So, I couldn't no one came up. Maybe the link isn't working. Y'all know StreamYard Yard be having its issues when it wants to. Okay, we're gonna be ending soon, but I just want to say, I listen. I'm a little annoyed. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm a little stressed because I try to. We all do not agree on a lot of topics that we have. I'm not a fan, especially people who've been here for a long time, and I get we all have triggers or we feel a certain way about certain things, but like I request that when y'all do click that link and you do come up here to, be able to have conversations, to be able to listen, because that is the point, right? We get it. Everybody wants to be able to get their point across, and I think I'm really good at allowing everybody to get their point across, even if I don't agree. It's a lot of people who come up here, who have come up here and I don't agree with, but at the end of the day, you click the link and I'm gonna give you a platform to speak and give your opinions, right? So just, can we all just be respectful? We can agree to disagree sometimes, just in life we can be triggered by things. I did not imply or mean to imply that there's something wrong with being, baby mama. I'm all with you going to the sperm bank. I'm all with, if because life happens, just like I don't think we should choose to make life happen with men who have shown through, like Jada previously said, through their actions, like they can't be that. There are a lot of women out here, a lot of children who have who parents are separated or divorced or never married or whatever, who see their father, who dad isn't out here just, who dad gives a fuck about them, right? Who dad isn't out here getting anybody who will offer him some coochie pregnant. You know, like it's like again, we're all human. Things happen, especially when we're younger. But like the reality is, if we don't learn from our mistakes, we're doomed to repeat that shit. You're doomed to continuously repeating that shit. Okay, I don't want women to be out here and be like, oh, well, I fucked up the first, oh, well, I thought it was gonna be this and I thought it was gonna be that, because that's how a lot of people end up with the first baby. Oh, I thought he gassed you up, you didn't know, and or whatever happened, he died, or whatever happened, y'all got the whatever the frick happened. But like, we have to learn from our lives and our situations. We have to learn from other shit. That's the point of the beauty school and the topics that we speak on, and even speaking on these topics, so y'all can learn from other people's shit before you have to experience it and learn it yourself. Like, that's the point. I don't want to leave any young lady up here to think like, well, it's cool. He ain't shit. He don't work. He need my car. He can't keep a job. He got mad other kids. Maybe, I'm gonna have a baby with him, or I'm gonna even date him, let alone have a baby with him. I don't want that. And I'm gonna say that. I don't want that. I'm not gonna be like, well, it's cool. It's not. It's not. Because like I said, Bow Wow's daughter right now is the only one who actually has an active father, and that's the first child. When when the kids are growing up and they're looking at it and they're resentful about it, we gonna say, I did the best I can. Not when you chose a nigga that already, not when you got dated, number one, got pregnant, number two, decide to keep it, number three, a baby with men who, through their own actions, have shown you that they ain't that nigga. And by I mean that nigga responsible, an adult, there for his kids. Call them. Divine, you last one, child. I'm stressed. I stressed out, child. Go ahead.
Child, good morning, Jovi. Good morning, darlings. Listen, girl, what the hell is going on here? Why people?
I don't know. I don't know where was misunderstood. I
Well,
don't.
I'm very partisan in the debate as far as being a single mother, okay, or a when you have an absentee father, because it's the same thing. Okay, I don't understand
Pause.
why.
1 second, Divine.
Mhm.
This is my motherfucking channel. This is my motherfucking channel.
Regulate.
This is what's wrong with y'all. This is my motherfucking channel. And you knew. At least Koja been here for years. Sit down, ma'am, before Mahogany handles you. Go ahead. I'm tired. I can't do it. Go ahead, Divine.
Okay, people need to be comfortable in the decisions that they made. Okay, if you had a child and maybe you had it out of wedlock, it doesn't matter if you're in wedlock, out of wedlock. If these men don't want to be there, they're not going to be there. Okay, I look, I'm on the bandwagon of not having any kids. Having kids is a legacy, it's a reward. Okay, when you're doing, you get to have a continuation. So a lot of these men do not feel that they have to get married, be faithful, be a good, kind human being. And with a 78% absentee father rate in the Black community, that's not all indicative of Black women. That means you have some shitty men in that community. I don't care what the dynamic is. 78% of the Black men in this community is trash if you left your child in a single mother household.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't handle your responsibility. You can't be, Black women can't get all of the blame for that. Okay, that's my standpoint on that. But at the same time, Black women who are single mothers, it seems like they're the only ones that do get shamed for it. Okay, white women, what, 92% of white women who have relations with Black men, who have children with Black men, they're single mothers. Okay, look at the large amount of white women that are on welfare. They never get stigmatized because they live in a system that protects them. Okay, I don't know why Black women are so loyal. Yes, you're a single mother, but who made you a single mother? They can't, they refuse to get to that point, because then if they do, they have to come to the rationalization that you do have a lot of Nick Cannons that are sitting over here lying, telling you anything to
Mm-hmm.
get you caught up in a situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you weren't the prize, you were the prey. And that's what that we have a whole bunch of.
Bars.
Okay, as soon as Black women collectively get into that mindset, regardless of if you're a single mother or not, you still have these new generations. That's what the men are really concerned about, because they don't have access to these young girls. A lot of these young girls are saying, I'm not my mama, I'm not my big sister, I'm not my aunties, I'm not big mama, I'm not mammy.
Yep.
And we need to make that okay, just like a lot of the single mothers keep, it's a bad situation, it's a bad stigmatization, but you keep trying to normalize being a single mother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what is, if you are a single mother and you have an absentee father, you were done dirty, you got the raw end of the stick. Stop trying to sprinkle some sugar on top of this bullshit and trying to feed it to everybody. You should be upset. You should be enraged. You should be bitter. You should be angry. And guess what? You should not be angry at yourself. When we have this pathology of Black men, look at dusty ass Nick Cannon over here with this, with that Cheyenne, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. Want to make sure I put that title in there, because I know these Black men get upset when Black women are degreed, when they are educated, when they have choice, when they don't become a statistic, when they're not out here with absentee fathers, and they get bothered. Be a Dr. Bryant with options and choices, being selective in who you give a child to. Okay? Don't be angry and bitter at women who choose not to. I'm not going to participate. No, you're not going to have access to my vagina. Yes, my vagina, my virginity, my whatever, my presence has a price tag. It's called self-respect. It's called character. Okay? So yeah, don't be trying to bully the content creators into saying, oh well, single mothers, oh well, it's normal, it's okay to be a single mother. It's not. You got done dirty. And once you get out of that delusion, okay, that you weren't done dirty, then you can take action, then you can take your power back.
And then you stop being mad at me for wanting more for you.
I help me help you. I can't want it more than you. I can't want you to have a fruitful life if you keep playing in the damn trash with these bandits. Help me help you. What would you need to be successful? What fucking neighborhoods are they building that are safe for you and your kids? Why are you so damn loyal to them? Stay there. Understand that. It's okay to ask the why. It's okay to be mad. It's okay to have emotions. You're human. That's all I got to say about that.
Thank you, Divine, for coming
No
up.
problem, darling.
All right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna close it out, but before I do, I want to tell y'all about this tweet that I wrote yesterday. I wrote it last night because it was funny, and I think it applies to right now. I was having the tweet was, again, I don't want to get too into the shit, but the tweet was that I said something around the lines of I just blocked the hoe. It's like the hoe because he had an attitude, and I don't, and I don't care to find out why or anything like that, right? The point is, like, a lot of people are making, yes, a lot of these motherfuckers is crazy trash, okay, but like there are indicators, red flags in a bitch. Things occur, things happen, but I want us, just like, I want these young, just like these younger girls are doing, and I want them to continue doing it, to choose themselves. Because when you just, and you make an excuse, you're choosing them. That, in my opinion, is the patriarchy of it all. Choose yourself. Choose not to have the babies with the mans who, like Mahogany just said, a lot of us know a lot of motherfuckers in the hood. They know, we're not even just talking about celebrities, just, in our area, who nobody should have children with, who abandon their children. You don't get with that. Yes, there are other things that, he may hide, but like there be certain things. Future got mad children. Nick Cannon got mad children. Cam Newton got mad children. These are things that should, like Dr. Bryant said, should be an indicator that says, you know what, nah. And even Dr. Bryant said, yeah, she might mess with a broken man, but not messing with a broken man with obvious red fucking flags. Like being like not respecting his sperm enough to not spread it far and fucking wide. Or like Jada just said, the mentality of dating some nigga that have a baby under 1 is crazy. Because it shows you he's quick, fast, and willing to abandon his children. So why are we even dating them? Like, it is not. It's like for the sake of having a man. That's what it gives. And I'm not saying, unlike Lee, I'm not saying, okay, well, just be single and fuck these niggas. Okay, fine. But I'm just saying you don't have to, you can be single for a while until, the motherfucker who ain't just leave his child and the mother comes along, until a motherfucker who don't have 8 children comes along. Like Jada said, to a motherfucker who has an apartment with actual, who, no, like Nadi said, who don't need to come and move in with you, who has furniture and shit of his own and his own shit. You don't have to go with the first motherfucker who comes, who says hi. That's my point. You don't have to do that. You don't have to have the babies, date or have the babies with the motherfucker that you know don't take care of his others. Because a lot better, even if y'all ain't together and you a single mom, to be with the man who, or to have the baby with the man who has shown you he is responsible in life. Because that means he's going to be responsible for his offspring. It makes more sense to me to you know, be the baby mama or the child's mother who they're not together, who has a child's father who is responsible, who has shown that throughout his life, who is accountable, who has a home and furniture. No, don't have kids every fucking where. Is not blaming everybody for his fucking life and situation. Having shared custody or whatever with someone like that is a lot better than having custody or a baby with a motherfucker who you already know gonna abandon you and be on to the next one. Now I'm done because y'all done wore me out today. Right? I love y'all, appreciate y'all. We can agree to disagree, but like the next person who come up here and don't respect the fucking host is gonna get blocked. I'm tired. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. We are adults here, every fucking last one of us. Okay? Even our little 20-something-year-olds who click the link. Whether they agree or don't agree, we got a lot of them who don't always agree, and they, but we can have a respectful dialogue without it going left. That's the whole point. The point of my whole channel from jump is that I want women to live their best life. That's why I end every fucking video the way that I do. If you want me to placate bullshit, I ain't gonna do it. Because I want you to thrive, bitch, not survive. You will thrive more if you are a single mother with a motherfucker who is accountable and responsible than the deadbeat. I'm done. And as always, hear me now. I hope you live your life like it's golden. Golden, good life. Because there's no other way to live it, because you should not have to. I'm done.